I hope this thing works. Is it working? What are we doing here? Oh, we've got our first fucking viewer. Okay, let's run this fucking... What's up, Martine? What's up, Brandon? Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, which I'm sure I'm going to say that about 6 times before we actually get started here. What's up, Hollis? How's it going, sir? We're going to bring our guest on here in a few minutes. First, I'm going to run these intros. You know how we do. It's Wednesday, Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast day. So, I'm going to run this. I'm going to run this intro. And then I'm going to give you guys some upcoming events, and we'll bring Nico on also. Okay, run this intro. What's up, Jose? Hope you guys had a good time at Westminster, bro. Hope that was dope. Jamie told me a little bit about it today, but we didn't get too deep into it. We were taking pictures. How that shit goes. Shout out to Chris Johnson, Q Mark Johnson, for the beat, the intro, and all the music you hear on the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast. Yo, you beautiful motherfuckers. Shout out to Chris Johnson for the intro. I think that intro is about 50 episodes old. So we've been doing that intro for a minute. Shout out to Chris Johnson for putting that together. All the music you hear on my videos, on the podcast, all comes from that dude. Shout out. I appreciate you. If you guys are looking to put some shit together, you need a beat for that shit, hit up my dude Chris Q Mark Johnson. I believe on Facebook it's CCB Johnson. Okay. Episode 85 of the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast. It's fucking Valentine's Day, people. What are you doing? You sitting at home with Bae? Having a little din with your boo? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're podcasting. Okay. Now, what are you guys doing this weekend? What are you guys doing February 17th? I'll tell you what you should be doing. You should be headed to the Bullytine ABKC Bullytine Love Bash 3, top awards, top competition in American Bullies, Shorty Bulls, French Bulldogs, English Bulldogs, Oldies, Bull Terriers, and Presses. That's going down this Saturday, February 17th at Purina Farms, 200 Checkerboard Road, Gray Summit, Missouri. That's like 20 minutes from St. Louis. If you're not planning on being there and you're within a 200-mile drive, be there. It's going to be a crazy event. Purina Farm is one of the best venues in the country. They have AKC specialties there, UKC specialties there, huge ABKC shows there. If you're looking for a booth or you have any questions about pricing, contact Christina Maxwell or Ernest Johnson. Shout out to Sil Gomez. I just see that name pop up. Shout out Sil. That's an OG where I come from in the American Bully world. That's an OG watching the podcast from the West Coast. I appreciate you, Sil. Okay, upcoming events. What do we got? March 25th, judging the Art of Bully show in Bangkok, Thailand. It's going to be a huge show from what I hear. MCC Hall, 4th floor. That's right, probably in one of the big malls. That's how they do things. If you guys want booth info or dates, flight info, anything like that, shoot me a private message or email, and I'll put you in contact with the host. Can't pronounce her name, not even going to try. June 2nd, that's March 25th, by the way. I've actually got confirmation that we have a a couple from Texas that has American Bullies that will be flying over to Thailand. Eric Rhodes, Charlie Blackwell, Alex Ferraro, Rolando Mata, James Abba, myself. It's going to be a huge MF event, if you know what I'm saying. June 2nd, we'll be emceeing the Magic Bully Canada ABKC Show 2. That's in Quebec. Hotel Du Lac Carling in Grenville, Quebec, Canada. I judged the first ABKC show in Quebec last year. Awesome people throwing it. Matthew, Quan, and Martine. Awesome motherfuckers. We'll be doing bigger and better things this year and in the future, moving forward also. Can't talk right now. I'm excited. Super excited. Our guest tonight is Nico Mirada, OG in the Midwest as far as ABKC show dogs go. UKC dogs even before that. One of the pioneers of the clean exotic movement. I'm not sure exactly what the fuck that is, but we're gonna find out tonight. Euro Nationals. We have a date now for Euro Nationals, July 21st, Edinburgh, Scotland. The shit is going down. The National Highlands Center in Edinburgh. It's like a huge venue, professional top to bottom. They're expecting 500 dogs, 1,000 people or more, probably close to 2,500. They almost get 1,000 people some of these regular shows over there. So, and your boy, this guy, one of these guys, I'm pointing at myself for people listening on the podcast. I will be emceeing that event also, covering full top to bottom. We've already confirmed we got Wi-Fi in the building. We've already confirmed we're gonna have a legit lighting situation. Last week I got this video coming together for the last show we did in England there, Liverpool. The video actually has turned out pretty all right, but the color is a little inconsistent because of how yellow the lights were in there. It will not be this way in Edinburgh. The shit will be official top to bottom. Contact Sean Main or Derek Morris for booths on that. Australia in August, Ireland in September. More details coming in the future for those. It's going to be a busy year. I tried to tell everyone. I tried to get everyone prepared for what we would be doing this year. We're going to be everywhere. Bull-NA-ChinaShop TV, Ty Lumley, the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast. We're going to be everywhere. Okay? Everywhere. I'm not just talking the U.S., because obviously that's a given. That's a given. I'm talking everywhere. Still working on that China invite, though. Not sure what's going on in China, but the man gets no love on this end. Nobody in China wants to bring the guy over for a show. They're not having shows yet. That's why. Or at least that's what I tell myself so I can go to sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this weekend, if you guys aren't already planning on it, get there. Bully Time. The next show I will be at is, I believe, Thailand. Good stuff coming. Good stuff coming. Good question. Good solid question by Rex. I feel like it's a little bit sarcastic. Asked me if I was a judge. Yes, I am. A lot of these dates that I'm talking about aren't for judging. A lot of these dates I'm talking about are for emceeing, doing a couple live podcasts, get some live ringside commentary, pictures, videos. I'm, jack of all trades. Jack of all trades around here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Nico, I know you're watching. Jump in here because I don't know how to add people. Nico, jump right in there whenever you're ready. Now, like I said, this guy, our guest tonight, Nico Mirada, CEO, founder of Rock Solid Bullies, Midwest guy, Chicago. I don't want to give away too much, but old school ABKC show dog man, American Pit Bull Terrier dog man, sliding a little bit into the exotic world now. They've got a little bit of something called a clean exotic going on right now. I'm not sure exactly what that is. That's one of the things I want to talk to him about tonight. Really, I just want to get a little background on the guy. We've been around together for a long time. We just haven't got a lot of time to sit down, chop it up. I was on BFF Live last week. Nico, jump in here whenever you're ready, brother. I was on BFF Live last week with Nico. He's got a huge Asian following, and they're having shows over there, new show hosts, new exhibitors. They want to ask questions. They want to have, get a little idea of what they're going into when they go into the next ABKC show over there. So what am I going to do? Am I going to say no? Of course not. I'm going to help, obviously, because that's what I do. Not really help. Nico, I have no idea how to add someone. So hold on. Let me try this shit. Search Nico space Miranda. Oh, there it is right there. Invitation sent, sir. Invitation sent, sir. Now, I'm not exactly sure how to get back. This has always been the problem, is getting back. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. Nico should be jumping in anytime. Again, guys, I see the questions. This is not really an interactive kind of thing. This is a podcast. Sometimes I actually want to get rid of the comments so it doesn't distract me. If you have any questions, I'll be sure to try to answer them after the podcast, or Nico will be answering a lot of these questions as soon as he jumps in here. Nico, listen. This guy. Bring Nico on the camera. There we go. It was that easy, Nico. Shout out to Khan, Mr. Grand Champion Rocco, Champion Grim, Deadpool himself. This motherfucker's got a stud farm going over there. Taking my idea, actually, Khan, motherfucker. I've been working on Double L Stud Farm for approximately 2.5 years. You seem like you're a half a step ahead of me, but old Dad's got some stuff hiding out here in Kansas, my friend. The wind hasn't blown away everything, brother. I don't know what's happening with Nico. It says that we're adding. How long does it usually take to add somebody? Con, I see you laughing. I know you think it's funny. It is kind of funny, but seriously, Stud Farm, nothing but respect, bro. Keep doing it. Here's the thing. I'm the type of guy that wants everyone who's doing it the right way to eat. It's a big dinner table out here. There's 7 billion motherfuckers out here. Everyone that has enough balls to walk up to the dinner table should be able to eat, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to try to bring Nico back on again. Adding Nico for the second time. But I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to be successful. One of the reasons why I'm doing the podcast, and a lot of people, I get messages all the time. People, thanks for helping me. Thanks for the information. A lot of people listen to this on the road, on their way home from work, right before they're getting ready to scoop their own dog shit. I appreciate the feedback, and I appreciate everybody chiming in to let me know what I'm doing wrong also. Believe me, people have no issue telling you what you're doing wrong. Nico, are you coming on the show? What are we doing? What are we doing, Nico? I'm going to try to add him again. Oh, of course. Let's see if I can add Nico here again. Now he's giving me a hold on signal. Anyway, while Nico's hucking around with his live situation, getting back to what I was talking about the stud farm, legit, 2 years from now, I'm seeing probably 3 programs, maybe 4 programs. Myself, Rob Lee, Con, the Foking boys up there. It's multiple camps out here that have 3, 4, 5 studs, where customers don't have to you know, oh, I want this, I got to go here. I want this, I got to go here. I want this color, I got to go here. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Multiple camps right now setting it up to where it's a one-stop shopper kind of thing. If you've got a couple of females that you're looking to add certain traits that come off of my yard, well, I carry 4 or 5 studs that carry those traits because it's from my stuff I've produced. Same thing with Rob Lee. Same thing with Khan up there. And other people, they're just not shooting off the top of my head right now. There's a couple other people doing the shit too. Chris White down in Florida. This dude's had multiple studs available 4 or 5 years. It's just one of those things where it's level. There's levels to everything. You understand what I'm saying? There's levels to everything. Most people that come into this are working up to the level where they have a stud that's sought after, a stud that sells stud fees, a stud that, you know, wins shows, or a dog that wins shows. Not only are these guys, Rob, Khan, I'm putting myself in that category. Obviously, we're talking about dogs. We're talking about programs. But these guys are doing it to where they're not working on a stud. These motherfuckers are working on 4 or 5 studs. Hang on. Nico's giving me the signal here. We're going to bring Nico on, or try to one more time. It let me jump into Nico's live super easy. I'm wondering why it's having problems letting Nico jump into mine. Probably this Kansas Wi-Fi, Nico. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, let's just be real honest about it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Probably the Kansas Wi-Fi. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we're not going to sit here doing nothing. While Nico is figuring this shit out, shout out to everybody that attended the Westminster over this past weekend and Monday, Tuesday. Also, Best in Show was last night. Good friend of mine, Jamie Sweet, sometimes co-host on the show, happened to go to the show, said she's seen a lot of things that gave her hope and a lot of things that gave her an ulcer. So I think Saturday, we're going to do a Sweet Life Saturday, have Jamie talk about her Westminster experience, as you call it. One thing I will tell you guys, PETA's on a fucking mission, man. PETA's on a motherfucking mission, man. They want breeders out. They want us out. They want us to be done. They're talking about these PETA people, or I shouldn't say these PETA people, certain people within the PETA organization would like to see breeders like a hobby breeder like myself, like most of the people listening to this show, would like to see us completely eliminated to where it's only breeders putting money in their pocket producing animals. It's only commercial breeders selling out of pet stores to where they get a kickback from that shit. It's only people getting pets from rescues from 200,000 animals that they imported into the country last year. They're on a mission, man. If we don't start doing some shit about it, it's going to be us. It's going to be all of us. American Bullies, if you don't think that we're on their radar, Shorty Bulls, Frenchies, English, if you don't think we're on their radar, the American Bully is one of the most popular breeds on the planet. They know us. They know about us. They know about the breed. We're on the radar, I promise. Anyway, Saturday, we're going to get Jamie on here, talk about her Westminster experience, the things that she learned while she was there, the things that she enjoyed, the classes that she enjoyed, some of the dogs she thought were good. We actually had a conversation about one of the breeds, Great Pyrenees, that were out there that the entire breed, everything in the ring was just didn't carry the breed type from what you would, when you visualize a Great Pyrenees, just didn't carry the type. So it's not just in the ABKC where we're having problems with people understanding what the fuck breed type is. It's everywhere. It's every level. It's every breed. It's every registry. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. The confusion about breed type is everywhere. And this is one of the, and the reason I'm emphasizing that, it's a conversation or an argument that we have amongst ourselves all the time. You know, it's a little bit of a debate. You know, what people think that we're just making up the term breed type, or that the shit doesn't really mean anything. If you walk into a Westminster building not knowing shit about Great Pyrenees, other than you know, the picture that you've painted in your mind from the standard, from the breed standard, and the picture and the illustrations accompanying the breed standard, if you walk in there not knowing shit, but with this picture from the standard that you have in your brain, and you can't recognize the breed, that means something's wrong. That means either the judges are picking on quote unquote structure and forgetting about the actual attributes and traits that we need to keep the type. Sounds similar to somewhere else, some things that we have going on. Sounds similar to a certain new registry with the letters BKC in it, pushing for dogs that are built a certain way but don't carry the traits that we have deemed already important to the breed, necessary to be a good example of the breed through breed type. Anyway, once we get to the AKC level, and the people that doubt it, the people that doubt the shit are the same people that doubted it would become an international thing. They're the same people that doubted it would be the biggest and best. The same people that doubted, you know, 16 or I think 18 countries now that there are ABKC shows in. Once the American Bully crosses into that AB or AKC world, once that shit happens, it's going to be even harder to keep everybody on the same page as far as type goes, as far as breed type goes. We're already seeing it in the UKC right now. We're already seeing it. The UKC's allowed American Bullies, I think 18 months, 2 years, maybe. Somebody give me the exact number on that, but I think 2 years the UKC has been allowing American Bullies, maybe a year and a half for the shows. Show me one champion American Bully from the UKC that actually looks like an American Bully, a standard American Bully. We're going to have a problem. The wider this shit goes, without having a set curriculum of some sort of education or some sort of informational packet to go out there. This is what an American Bully looks like. Not just the standard. I'm not just talking about sending people the standard and say, hey, here, read this standard. Most people can't read a fucking paragraph that you text them and understand what you're saying. How are you going to read a 500-word standard and comprehend what that's saying? You can't even understand the paragraph I wrote on the fucking post that we were arguing on. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to have something, and I'm not just talking about the UKC. I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about everybody. Everybody involved in the American Bully should have some reference material to go by. You know what I mean? We're going to get into a situation where the American Bully outgrows the reach for the education. You understand what I'm saying? And I know people are going to come out of nowhere with UKC champions, this and that. All I'm saying is show me one dog that looks like an American Bully should look, like the standard says. Show me one dog that looks like the bear that's a champion. I'll wait. We'll sit here and wait. We'll sit here dead air the rest of the night. Show me one dog that looks like if Bowser's a UKC champion, then I'll have to backtrack a little bit. If Grand Champion Bowser's a UKC champion, I will have to backtrack a little bit because that'll be one example. That'll be the first example of an American bully that actually should look like the standard winning in the UKC, or at least championing the UKC. All I'm saying is, this is not a bash. It's not a bash to the UKC. All I'm saying is, the more hands that we have dipping into the pot, the harder it's going to be to keep everyone on the same page as far as what the breed is actually supposed to look like. Evidenced by the Westminster show, where there was multiple breeds that didn't have great breed type throughout the whole class or even the whole breed. And again, this is conversations that I'm having. I wasn't there, didn't see it, watched a couple videos, but nothing real. All I'm saying is it can happen everywhere. And the more people we get dipping into this pot, the harder it's going to be to keep everyone on the same page. Let's try to invite Nico one more time. Well, it sounds like the Maestro puppies are upset. Yeah, UKC American Bully definitely has a long way to go. Nico, try to jump in again or comment so I can see your name. It won't let me invite you again, brother. But the UKC has a long way to go. And once we step into, because we will step into the AKC arena, there's going to be a lot of people that argue with that comment, but we will. It's a matter of time. Whether it's 5 years from now, not likely, or 10 years from now, much more likely, or even 15 years from now, it will happen. It will happen. You will see an American Bully on the list, maybe not necessarily for a Westminster show, because there's certain criteria the breed has to meet to be involved, but it will happen. It will happen. And once we get to that stage, once it gets to that level, it's going to be even harder to keep everybody on the same page. And I guess that's the point behind this whole mini rant that I'm on right now. I've been saying this shit. I feel like a broken record saying this shit. Oh, here we go. Here comes Nico. Here comes Nico. But we need to get some sort of information out there.
What's up, bro?
We need to get some sort of educational packet out there. Nico, can't see you on the screen. You here, brother?
Yes, sir. Finally, bro. I'm sorry about that because my phone's fucked up, bro. So gotta use my son's iPad.
Got to use the iPad. Yeah. Maybe that's why I can't see it, because you're not popping up on my video.
Yeah, bro. Right, this knockoff Asian brand, bro. This is a fake iPhone. That's made in China, bro. Shit.
Made in the Philippines, bro.
Yeah, what's good, man? Oh, you were saying something, man. Finish that, bro. People are listening, man.
No, and you can chime in on this also, because you've been around the UKC world as well, before the American Bully got added in there. But I feel like the more we step this up, the more this becomes mainstream, the more people we have judging this breed, I think the more information we need to have out there, the more visual aids, shit like that we need to have out there. I don't know. I just feel like the more people we have judging the breed, the more variation there's going to be. We're going to have people from UKC saying it's supposed to look like this when they really have no fucking idea. We're going to have people from the AKC, when we jump into that arena, saying it should look like this. Dogs aren't supposed to be that wide in the rib cage. Dogs aren't supposed to be that heavy in the bone. Dogs' heads aren't supposed to be that big. They won't be able to free whelp. These are the conversations we're going to have in the very near future when we step into that AKC arena, and as it continues to go in the UKC arena. will you turn that heat down? Wifey's got me sweating me out over here also, bro. But anyway, Nico.
What's up, my man?
What we're going to do is we're going to go and see if the video pops up. I'm not sure if it's going to or not, but the audio sounds great. So I think we're just going to jump into it. Can you hear me fine?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Perfect. Welcome to the Bull-NA-ChinaShop podcast, brother.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to make it here, bro. Bull-NA-ChinaShop worldwide, man. What's up, man?
I was telling them earlier that we did a BFF live last week.
Yeah, bro, it was popping, bro. And thousands of people was watching that show, man.
Yeah, I think quite a few people got some good information out of it too.
Yeah.
For the shows, they had a show in Manila this weekend.
Yeah,
this past
they used
weekend,
it, bro, because a lot of people asking about that undershot. A lot of people confused about that, you know. But it was a good show. It was a good turnaround, like maybe 150, 170 entries, and like 1,800 in the gate, bro. So it was a big show, bro. A lot of people came and witnessed a historic event, bro.
Yeah, every year the shows get bigger there.
Yeah, bro. You know, because people in the Philippines are addicts, man. They're bully addicts, bro. You know, right now the Chinese market already pulled out, or they're like buying smarter, as they said, you know. But one of the biggest market right now is the Philippines, bro, because the Philippines is a big market, bro. Like maybe 20, 30 dogs are sent there every week, bro. But the thing is, it's gonna be overpopulated too. There's a lot of dogs here. Maybe I don't know, the dogs that didn't turn out here, they send it over there, you know, because it's tough. The market is tough, man.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that boom, a lot of that Filipino boom,
yeah,
that has Nico Mirada written all over.
It's Nico Mirada, bro. It's not Miranda. Take off the N, bro. There's no N. Mirada, man.
Oh. See, I don't.
Yeah, you're having
Spanish,
a hard
bro.
time pronouncing international names, bro. Just like a Bashar's, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people. That's why I don't even attempt.
You didn't even try with Bashar. I was watching your video with Bashar, bro. Shit, I was watching your face for an hour and a half, just looking at your faces. Look at these motherfuckers.
No, I still can't. Even right now, if someone had a pistol to my head and said, pronounce Bashar's last name, I can't do it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Before I had an interview with him, I had to practice. Oh, it's Dawood.
Yeah. Say it again. Pronounce that again.
Dawood. It's like Dawood.
I still couldn't right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's take it back, bro. I want to take it back. Before the Filipino boom, before the clean exotics that you guys have going on now, before the big craze, what were you doing that brought you into American Bullies and the ABKC? What were you doing, bro?
Oh, back then was the Philippines is like popping with the American Pit Bulls, bro. So we're having dog shows there already. And we have Pit Bulls, bro, it's called Dozer Line, bro. So this was back in 2001, bro. And I was 15 years old then, and I owned the first motherfucking grand champion over there when I was 15, bro. So that was an achievement. When I was 15, that's where I met Jim Abba. So I've known James for a while now, for maybe 17, 18 years now, bro. So the dog shows there, but like it was formal because we're having it in parks and basketball courts and everywhere, bro. So we have it every like twice a month, bro. So it's a big thing already there back in the day, where we have because pit bull terriers and the show type is categorized into two, like the show types and the game bred. Even the game bred, they got confirmation there, you know. Because like dog fighting back then was illegal there too. So nobody gives a fuck about dog fighting. So, you know, these dogmen who roast their dogs in the boxes, when it's not time for the game time, they put in the shows too. So it's this categorized into two: the show and the game bred, you know. And there's weight pulling too. So those were good memories back then, bro. So that was my training, like my training days back in the Philippines, bro. So
Yeah, no, that sounds similar to
yeah.
a lot of our backgrounds. You know, we started with these terriers. You know, we started with these American Pit Bull Terriers. Well, you know, we used to do hang time. That was my biggest thing when I was just starting. You know, 2005, probably 2004. My biggest, the first dog I got, American Pit Bull Terrier. That's all we did. We did hang time. You know, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 38 minutes. I mean, we that's stuff that we worked on every week. I didn't even go to confirmation shows with them. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Hang time was crazy,
But
and like there's the game breds. They used to do like the coconut. They tear it apart until it becomes the real centerpiece of it. You know, it's crazy, man. But,
yeah, that's a different animal, man.
oh
People
yeah.
don't understand. People don't understand the difference between an American Bully and an American Pit Bull Terrier, a real dog. You know,
Oh yeah.
a lot of confusion between that, because that's a whole different animal. That's a whole different heart. That's a whole different mind. It's a whole different body. It's a machine. It's a machine, and it'll do anything you want it to do: pull, jump, climb, hang, anything.
How I wish those that gameness is still in our bullies right now, though. But you know, like what you said, you got to give up something to get something. You know.
You have to give up. And I wish it wasn't this way. I wish we could get, you know, 15-inch dogs that were 80 pounds that still could, you know, climb a tree and hang by their face for 40 minutes.
Yeah, bro.
There might be one out there. Somebody might have one
Yeah, bro.
out
Like
there. But
I've seen like Big Kev's dogs is they're still doing the hang time, you know, in his videos.
yep, that's like an exception to the rule. You know, Kev stuff is definitely an exception to the rule, I feel like, but it can be done. You know, that boy Thunder, he's got out there doing that, hanging by his face and spinning around 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I love that shit. I love it. It's definitely the exception to the rule, though, you know?
Yeah, bro.
But what took you from, because it sounds like you kind of had a name built for yourself in the Philippines too, with the American Pit Bull Terriers.
Oh yeah.
You know, explain that to us, like dig into that a little bit. Was the show scene kind of similar to what we have going on, or how?
Yeah, it's somewhat the same, but it's not as formal as right now, though. Just like picnic shows. It's like barbecues, you know.
So even the barbecues, you would have shows, like you'd be having confirmation shows at the barbecue.
Yeah, but they got titles though. Like you pay for entry fees too. Like it's an event. It's not just a barbecue over there, you know. So they got trophies ready, right. Big ass trophies, you know. It was good times, man. And after that, the Pitbull era, there was this guy, like a member of the original Elite Edge. His name is Arlen Berberabe. He used to buy top dogs from Fabian, from Dave, from Cruz, everywhere, bro. And he got addicted. He bought all the top dogs, just like what Jim was saying. Like it was just either the first pick or the second pick from the top breeders. And he sent all these dogs over there, bro. So as early as 2004, 2005, we already got top bloodline of the Razor's Edge there, you know. So that's what became the foundation of the blood, and all of a sudden, the other blood came in, like the Dex, the Miyagis. But before that, we got the Lil Rose, like the AJ, the Wangaris, the Monster Makahas, you know, like the Lil Rose. Paco Samurai's blood was already been there since the 05s, you know.
Yeah, when I went to, let's see, I think it was 2013.
Yeah,
when I went over
to
there,
Cebu and Jensen, right, in Manila.
Yeah. I actually seen a pedigree. Somebody brought their pedigree folder, and I seen pedigrees from like original breedings off of Dave's yard that they imported to the Philippines, and the original breedings, like I'm talking like off of Cairo type of shit, or off of Knuckles type of breedings. You know what I mean? So it was like the history there goes back to the beginning.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, before everybody imported dogs from the United States, the Philippines already have the blood because of Arlen, bro. Because he sent all his dogs there. Like you said, like Jim was saying, but if he didn't send his dogs there, like he could have the best dogs here in the world, bro. Because he bought all the top picks, you know. But he was a low key kind of guy, so he didn't talk. That's why he didn't become popular. But in the Philippines, he's a legend, man.
And he bred a lot of, like he obviously had litters and stuff, so he bred a lot of the foundation that's in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, but right now they're still alive, but they're slowly dying now because they're like 12 years old, 13 years old now. But they still kept
right.
Yeah.
Damn. Bro. I mean that's a, you know, there might be 5 people watching this show right now that remember seeing those breedings happen, or seeing those pedigrees come out. You know, like it's a rare thing because the turnover is so fast.
Oh yeah, right now it's a different ballgame now, bro. Back in the day, it was really the edge who stood out, you know. But right now it's a different ballgame.
And to be honest with you, there's not really a whole lot of yards, like programs that are mainly edge that are competing at that hot top level right now, as far as you know, the market and the hype.
But the thing is,
goes, you know?
Because the dogs didn't improve, because they didn't have the right bitches then too. They had the right studs, but the females were the island-born pit bulls.
Right.
That's why even if they bred the top notch, like the top notch One Gotti kids and like the Kairos kids, it just still end up with pits because of the female. They didn't have the females.
Yeah, there's going to be throwbacks. You know, no matter what you do, there's going to be throwbacks to the previous generations.
Yeah.
So if your previous generations are Amstaffs and UKC American Pit Bull Terriers, some of that shit's going to come out of there. What's carrying over to now, and why we're still seeing these American Pit Bull Terrier looking throwbacks, is because people continue to take those throwbacks and say, oh, look at the pedigree, I can still breed this dog. No, you can't. Doesn't matter what the pedigree says. Doesn't matter. If it's American Pit Bull Terrier, probably shouldn't be bred. If it's an American Bully that lacks a little bit of something, okay, that's one thing. But if you're getting, you know, roach backs and thin hips and thin slab ribs and no bone, all on the same dog, give that to a pet home, man.
Yeah.
Stop breeding that shit. Give that away. That's why 5, 6, 7 generations into your program, you still have American Pit Bull Terrier throwbacks coming out of your shit. And, you know, it happens to everybody, but you see it happen to certain programs more because they've used these last pick dogs. I call them last pick dogs. They use these, they buy a last pick male and a last pick female and breed that shit together, hoping to make something off the name of the 2 kennels they bought that shit from. It's not how it works. And I think that's what happened in the Philippines. Not necessarily last picks, because they started with good picks, but they, like you're saying, they didn't have the females to back that shit.
Everybody wants to be the breeder, bro. Everybody wants to be a breeder. Everybody wants to make a quick buck. Like,
that's because they see you out here balling, bro.
Just to produce, bro.
That's because they see Nico out here balling. That's because they see Rock Solid Bullies everywhere.
No, we all know it's good money though, but you know, production-wise, you're gonna sacrifice your productions. Because it's big money. Where are you gonna get 2,500, 3,500? You know, that's fucking what, a month salary already for an executive, man. So that's big money, bro, for a puppy, man.
Right, it is, and you can make that money back. It can be done, but you got to do it a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do things a certain way, or you have no chance of staying in long enough to make your money back.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
But I think do you think now in the Philippines, like flash forward from the Razor's Edge breedings and pedigrees, flash forward to 2018, do you think, obviously you've had a big influence there, and you have a lot of productions over there.
Oh,
Do you think it's on a more consistent track now to where it used to be?
because of the new females that came, the new studs, you know. But the thing is, most dogs that came in these days are exotics. That's why it fucked up. All of a sudden, it got more fucked up because from pit bulls to straight up bullies now to fucking bulldogish dogs. So you don't even know what they're gonna produce now and shit. Actually, they're fucking confused what to fucking breed and shit, you know. So they're mixing up the fucking pit bull to a fucking exotic. They think they're gonna get an exotic of the fucking pit bull bitch. They're gonna
right. That's what I was just gonna ask.
They're gonna get more ugly fucking exotics because they bred the exotic to a fucking pit bull.
Well, yeah, and it depends on how tightly bred the exotic is, you know. But you're either going to get one or the other. You're probably not going to get a whole lot of combinations between the two. And I could see where people would think, if I get an exotic and I've got these American Pit Bull Terrier bitches here, if I buy an exotic and breed them, I should get something in the middle that's an American Bully. Most likely, that's not what you're going to get. Most likely. And even if you get one out of the litter, that's still not a good enough reason to do the breeding. You know, if you've got to cull the whole litter except one dog, and even if that one dog looks the way you want it to, if the rest of the litter has shitty genetics, that dog's probably going to produce those shitty genetics anyway. You don't want to breed that anyway.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? But overseas, neutering and spaying is not a practice. That's why the ugly dogs will still be bred. It will be bred to the newer dogs, so you know a lot of garbage dogs will be produced, man. So
spaying and neutering, that's not something that happens.
No, it's not a practice. That's why there's overpopulation, you know. Because if you're gonna say like, oh, I'm gonna sell my dog to a pet home, they're just gonna move to the other breeder and buy the dog from there, like with full rights. So it's not an option overseas, bro.
Yeah, I preach that shit all the time. Like if you're gonna sell something as a pet, you need to make sure that's fixed before it leaves your house. Because if it leaves your house intact, it's going to be bred for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
It's not an option. I think overseas, even in Asia, even China, Thailand, Vietnam, it's not a practice, bro, to fix your females or males over there, bro. So
the vets don't even do it, you're saying?
They do it, but you know, but the people is not a practice.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's the reality, bro. It's sad, but that's the reality, man.
Now, do you think there's any way to change that or make a difference in that?
Oh, maybe you start doing it though, you know, in your own little ways, and you tell them like, oh, this fixed that. That's why, you know. But as a practice, bro, it's not. Your buyers won't even buy it if they find out it's spayed or neutered, you know. Right.
So literally everyone wants to be the breeder.
Everybody wants to be a breeder, and everybody want to make a quick buck, you know. Because you know labor is cheap there, bro, and like salary is cheaper there, you know.
Right.
Minimum wage is $10 an hour, $10 a day. So that's a lot. That's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money if you sell like $1,000 worth of puppy, bro. That's a big help already, man. That's the difference overseas, man. That's why people just are trying to come correct, but with the given circumstances, it's not just possible, man.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of I've talked to quite a few people from the Philippines, and really the only thing that stops a lot of dogs from going over there is the prices. A lot of people just can't swing $4,500 for a dog. I mean, some people don't even make 4,500 a year.
Yeah, bro. But they're paying though right now, man. Like I'm saying, like the Philippines is the number one exporter right now, bro. Because China stopped buying, bro. You'll be surprised that they still keep on buying. Actually, right now I got like a grim puppy over here. We're trying to ship for Ernest Johnson, man. So like people trying to buy show dogs, exotics, you know, they got money, man. So it will make you think like, oh, where do these people get their money from, you know? But they still be able to do it.
Do you think there's a lot of or not? Let me rephrase that. How many programs do you think that there have? Let's say 3 generations in breeding.
Right now, it's getting better, you know, because before it's more of a business than a program. So just people are breeding just to sell.
Right.
They don't keep they don't think of, oh, I'm gonna keep my first pick. I'm gonna keep my best female here so I could sustain the next generations of my line. You know, they don't think about that. What they're gonna do is they're gonna breed, sell everything, and buy another older female, and breed the other older female and sell everything again. It's just a business, man. But right now it's getting better because like Johnny Nerva has a nice program now, and some other breeders are you know are learning that, oh, you got to keep the best female so you could keep your generation going on. You know, it's not just being a business, man. But people still are puppy mill, man. Because like I said, that's big money for them already, bro. Like $4,000, $5,000 worth of puppy is a lot of money already over there, bro. It's like an annual income for them. But that's why you can't stop the puppy milling, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm talking about in Asia, bro, because the minimum wage is real cheap, bro.
Yeah, but even here, Nico, you're not going to be able to stop puppy mills. You know, a lot of the puppy, quote unquote, puppy mills are licensed by the state that they're in and inspected every year by the state, and everything is approved, and they continue running their operation just like normal. That's what I mean about these certain people in the PETA organization. Certain people would rather see large commercial operations like that continue, and the small hobby breeder or you know, smaller kennels completely eliminated. They'd rather see all the pets come from those quote unquote puppy mills. So you're never gonna see, in my opinion, you're never gonna see puppy mills eliminated here.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just too much money. Like you're saying in the Philippines, just too much money involved. Too much money involved in cute pets. Too much money involved in designer breeds. Too much money involved in, you know, the promotion, the advertising to get these pet shops, puppies sold and puppy mill puppies sold. There's just too much money involved for that shit just to go away.
Oh yeah.
But what do we do about it? What can you and I? This is the question. What can you and I do about it?
Start from ourselves, bro. We should not puppy mill, man. You gotta be selective in breeding, you know.
Right, and I agree 100%. The best way to change the world is start in your own home.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, and that's something that we do already. You don't have a lot of litters every year. I don't have a lot of litters every year. But that's not, to me, that's not the only thing that makes a puppy mill. The condition your dogs are living in, the treatment your dogs get on a daily basis, you know, how many litters, how much land and time and manpower you can put behind your facility. A lot of that stuff comes into play when you're talking about puppy mills, but I don't see you having litter after litter after litter, and I definitely don't have litter after litter after litter. You know, I might have 3 litters a year, maybe a 4th if I get lucky, you know, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with more litters than that. All I'm saying is, for me, keeping it exclusive, kind of keeping it selective. That's important. That's a big deal for me.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, and I was thinking earlier, bro. The biggest misconception in dog breeding is like you're gonna get rich in this game, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody gets the top hitter, bro. Like, Khan got lucky. Robert Lee is always lucky, but is always lucky, you know. But
I don't think Khan got lucky. Khan had to buy that dog back.
No, there's a lot of breeders think like, hey, shit, I'm gonna get rich breeding dogs. That's the biggest misconception, though, you know.
Right.
But
right.
shit, how you get rich with like, let's say, 10 grand of sales in like 4 months? How you gonna get rich with 10 grand? You ain't gonna get rich with 10 grand, bro. So you gotta get smarter than that, bro. You know?
Yeah, and I think like it's luck. Luck does definitely have a lot to do with it. No doubt about that. Like, who knows what's gonna make the next hot stud hot for sure. Like that's definitely luck. But guys like Rob Lee and Khan, like Rob Lee had to go buy Bistro back. You know what I'm saying? Khan had to go buy Rocco back. Like, it wasn't something they produced, you know, litters and it fell into their lap. They had to go, evaluate their stock, evaluate the shit even that they sold. And then when they seen that, you know, that has the potential to be the next one, they went out there and got it right back and spent more money up front to buy their own fucking dogs back.
Yeah, man.
You know, so if it's a get rich quick scheme, it's not going to be quick for sure. I promise. I've been doing this 10 years. You've been doing this almost 15 years. It's not going to be quick for sure.
Yeah, bro. As I was saying, it's hard to. That's why everybody keeps on breeding, because they think like, oh, I'm gonna get the next top stud. But top studs are not for everybody. You know, you get lucky. That's why I say like they're superstars, because they just come one in a million. You know, they just not gonna come like every breeding. You know,
they got to be a total package. They got to be a total package. You know, they got to be able to. You have to be able to promote them. Some dogs just don't take good pictures.
Oh,
some dogs, every time you take pictures of that piece of shit, he's gonna look like a piece of shit. Some dogs, even though they are a piece of shit, every time you take pictures of them, they take glamour shots. You know, every time they take $1 million pictures every time.
Oh, yeah.
So even if you got the best dog in the building, if it's the wrong color and no one's looking at that shit, that's great for you. That's a great thing that you produced, good for you, but no one gives a fuck. So it has to have everything. It has to have everything. It has to be a total package dog. That's, man, honestly, and I'm not saying that Maestro is on Rocco's level. Rocco's taking over the world right now. Shout out to Khan. The Bus, Bistro, they've been taking over the world. Shout out to Rob Lee. I'm not saying Maestro's on that level, but I'm blessed every day just producing that and having the foresight to see what he could be and keeping him around. Because there, I'm sure you already know, there was some real money thrown at me for that dog when he was young, you know? And it's hard to say no to that shit. And a lot of people that say, oh, this is my baby, I would, no matter what price, this dog is priceless. That's because you never had somebody send you $100,000 looking you in the face.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the hardest thing.
It's hard
when you offer when you turn down top dollar, bro. That's the hardest thing, bro. It will make you.
It's the hardest thing.
It will make you think a lot, bro.
It's the hardest thing. I mean, think about that. Like $100K. That's 2 years' salary for like a, you know, just a manager spot out here where I live in the Midwest. That's like, you know, that's a decent living. That's 2 years decent money for a fucking 6-month-old puppy. And we're in the business of making dogs to sell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a really hard thing, but to have the foresight to see what he was going to be and keep him around, I'm blessed and lucky because he's the total package. You know what I mean? You don't even have to try with him. He markets himself. But how many litters and how many breedings and how many times did I sell off the yard to get that? How many times did Rob Lee, how many breedings did he have with Lock and Load before Bistro? And how many breedings with Bistro did he have before he got the bus?
And they come out.
It's a long process,
Yeah.
you know?
As I was saying,
we can't all be like Khan. We can't all be like Khan, drop one litter, turns out to be a hitter, and then drop the one litter off of that hitter, it turns out to be another hitter. And then we can't all be like Khan. But no, in all seriousness, you know, that kind of stuff, to be able to repeat that shit, I mean, luck has a lot to do with it, but you got to have some kind of skill, don't you think? I mean, it can't be all luck.
Oh yeah, bro. Sometimes, hey, bro, but that's the thing, though. Like, dog money, bro, is easy money. It's fast money. It's like gambling money. It's like drug money, bro. Easy come, easy go. So if you sold Maestro for 100 grand, that 100 grand will be gone by now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened with me with Skittles, bro. I got offered 80 grand, 80,000. But during that time, I was already debating if I'm gonna sell her. But if I sold her, I'm gonna lose my brand, because, you know, Skittles was the one who put me in the map, you know. So as I was saying, like, if I sold Skittles, then who will be I am right now? I'm just a nobody right now, you know. That's one of the biggest mistakes of some of the breeders who sold their top dogs during the Chinese gold rush, you know, like 2 years ago. Everything, right?
The Chinese gold rush, bro. I love that.
They don't have shit no more, bro. Like, and as far as I see them on Facebook, like, they still look broke and shit. Like, what happened with the Chinese money? It's gone. You know, so you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart with the fucking thing, you know. Because with me, bro, I'm still in the process of looking for that top stud, you know. But with me, I was that guy, bro. I was that guy. Like, I had a business opportunity. It offered me a business, and I turned it down because I was thinking, like, oh shit, I'm gonna go all in with the dogs. Fuck that business, bro. But my other friend took over that business, and that business went popping, bro. Like, it went booming. So that motherfucker got rich. So with me, I was still cleaning poop and like shit. Like, what the fuck? He's making money. I'm still fucking picking up poop and shit. This when 2 years later, another business opportunity came in, and I already got the dog money. I fucking invested with that shit. So fuck it, bro. Even if I don't have Rocco, I'm getting Rocco money right now. Fuck all them bitches. You gotta be smart, bro. Shit. It's not all about the dogs, you know.
No, but don't, like, to me there are you know, a few types of people that are doing this. One type of person has bullies because they love bullies. They want to have a couple of pets and they want them to look badass, and they spent real money and they love their pets. They have family pets. Another type of person is, I have 4 or 5 bullies and I call myself a breeder, even though I really don't know shit. I spent good money, but I really haven't learned anything about breeding yet, but I'm a breeder. I'm a hobby breeder. And then you've got another type of person who is taking the program, the breedings, the promotion, the profit seriously. You know, so there's that third type of person that they're taking that seriously. And if you're that third type of person and you have a plan and a goal and a vision, cashing in part of that goal or part of that vision to move up to where I come from, it's all about the come up. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the come up. It's all about what's the next move. It's all about getting to the next level. It's all about being better, setting yourself up better, setting your family up better, setting life up better. So if you can cash in a little bit of that hard work that you've put in and advance yourself and you know, and I don't know. It's all about the come up where I come from. So I'm just saying there's 3 types of people in my head. There's people that like pets. There's people that want to be breeders, but they're not there yet. And there's people that take this shit seriously and do it as a business. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it as a business and an opportunity like that comes along, you pass it up. I don't know what you're doing. You know, you got to pick. You got to give up something to get something. I say that shit all the time.
Yeah.
That's everything in life.
Yeah, bro. You're right, man.
But then people will down me and down you for talking about making money off of dogs. Like people don't make money off of sheep, and people don't make money off of pigs, and people don't make money off of chickens, and people don't make money off of cows. But I got dogs. I got dogs eating steak every night. I got dogs living in the air conditioning every day, but I'm not allowed to make any money off them. Get the fuck out of here. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, bro. We're here to clean up poop every day, bro. That's what we're made
until
for.
Somebody starts scooping my shit, I'm gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody starts scooping my dog shit.
I was watching you and your video with Bashar, bro. When Bashar keeps on saying he got workers, like I get envious and shit. Like, what, this motherfucker got workers and shit.
Yeah,
lucky
Nico,
motherfucker. Shit.
Nico, you got workers? You got employees up there?
No, I do my own shit, bro. I was lucky motherfucker, bro. I got workers.
Bro, I'm scooping my own shit myself, and I'm thinking about getting an employee. I need to hire somebody because I'm not.
It's hard to trust. I got trust issues, bro. You know.
That's always been my biggest thing, man. That's always been my biggest thing. I'd rather do it myself, just because I know it's done right. I know my dogs are clean. I know they're taken care of. I'd just rather do that shit myself, you know?
Hey, that's the advantage too when you breed dogs overseas, because labor is cheap, bro. So they got workers, man. If you got workers, bro, it's easier to puppy mill, bro. Like shit. That's why it's overpopulated over there. The dogs are overpopulated because of it's easy labor, bro. They're just gonna breed whenever. They got helpers, man.
I was honestly thinking about moving my whole kennel right to Cambodia, spending about $6,000 a month, hiring 3 different employees, and never having to do shit again.
Yeah, bro. But you gotta be there though. You can't call shot. You can't have a kennel there and just call shots, bro.
Oh, listen, I got no problem. Cambodia sounds amazing. First of all, or Philippines, or Thailand, Vietnam. I'm down for any of that shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm down right now.
If you got money, it's good, bro. If you don't have the money, fuck it, man. Just stay here, bro. Shit. It's nice to live there if you got money. If not, that's why we're here, bro. Just trying to hustle over here, bro. Shit.
That's right. That's 100%. Yeah, and you know, we're lucky. We're lucky in the fact that people actually like our dogs to the point where they like jump on and follow and like and comment on every picture and video. And you know, your dogs, I got a couple of dogs myself. They genuinely have fans, these dogs.
Oh,
and that's luck, man. You can't control who's gonna like your shit and who's not. You can put it out there as much as you want, but if nobody likes it, the more you put it out there, the more you're going to get rejected. That's all that is, you know?
Oh, so yeah, bro.
We're lucky. We're blessed in the fact that people even like the shit that we're putting out.
Yeah, bro, it's hard, bro. Like when you look at other people's pages, man, they're empty. Nobody is showing love and shit, you know? Like,
yeah, you know, sometimes it's not always about how many likes or how many comments or this and that, but the more, I feel like the more people that show support, the more you're actually, most of the time, sometimes it's a big show, but the more people showing support is the more you're doing outside the ring also. The more people that are hitting your business posts, the more sales you're going to make also. You know what I mean? So I feel like a dead page, that's a bad thing for me, for somebody in my position.
But you know, it doesn't matter if you got so much likes. Likes doesn't mean shit though, you know, if you ain't selling too though, you know. Like,
yeah, I don't mind an empty page as long as I don't have, yeah, as long as I don't have puppies stuck around till 6, 7, 8 months, you know.
But that's a nice basis though. Hey bro, but what's a better platform for you though? Is it like Facebook or Instagram, man?
Honestly, used to be Facebook. Used to be Facebook. Now, Instagram is like, it's taking over. I don't know what's going on with Instagram, but I get a lot more comments. I get a lot more messages. I get a lot more feedback and interaction from Instagram.
Yeah, because you get better reach, like you get you because of the hashtag, you can reach more people, man.
Yeah, and I think I'm actually going to start doing a couple of podcasts live from my Instagram page too, just to get that more involved, because Facebook's not really, I've had 60,000, 70,000 views on a couple of my videos here on Facebook, and they ain't doing shit for me.
Oh.
So I might as well take the videos somewhere where, but the thing is Facebook owns Instagram now. But at least with YouTube, you might make 50 cents. If you get 50,000 views, you might get 50 cents back out of this shit.
Oh yeah, bro.
Facebook ain't giving you nothing, man. Trust me.
No, Facebook
is not
it's
giving
mostly
you shit.
breeders too, bro. You think you're gonna buy from me? You ain't gonna buy from me, and I ain't gonna buy from you either, bro. So it's like we're in a pond, bro. Like it's all breeders. Like what shit? We're just wasting all our time and shit. But
Yeah, no.
At least on fucking Instagram, you can reach more people, man. Like random
more like general public people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I think you're onto something right there, because this is one of the biggest goals of the podcast, my friend, is to reach people that aren't just breeders. The iTunes audience is 1 billion people, and I promise you, it ain't 5,000 breeders on there, because most of the breeders that know about podcasts, they know about the shit from me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's that iTunes audience. That's a whole new market of people.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, but
not just iTunes,
people,
but YouTube too.
The new people are not paying, are not willing to pay that top-notch dollar too. They're not willing to pay top dollars.
Yeah, people have a hard time understanding why dogs cost
like $4,000, $5,000. They're willing to pay $1,500, bro. Shit. But it's better, bro. At least they could see you. Same as in Instagram, bro. Instagram people, they're not willing to pay top dollar, bro.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get a lot of new people in that don't know, the history of the bully, or what goes into it, or even Frenchies and shit. A lot of people aren't in that world, and that's the people we want. But also, we're gonna have to sift through a lot of people that can't afford it either.
Oh yeah, sometimes you get lucky though. It's a numbers game. Out of 100, you get 1 or 2 that are willing to pay. So that's still fine, man. Fuck it.
Just like selling anything, man. Yeah. Sales is numbers. That's it. The more people you put your product in front of, the more sales you're gonna have.
Yeah.
Let's change it up a little bit, and let's get into this clean exotic movement that a couple of you, I want to say American Bully guys, because in my head you're an American Bully guy.
Yeah.
A few American Bully guys now are pushing for, they're breeding exotic type dogs, but pushing for a more functional dog. Do I got that, at least the gist of it?
Yeah, something like that. Actually, it's not just us. Like, there's other groups that pushing clean exotics too. But the thing is very subjective too. It's like the exotic game too. It's very subjective. Like fucking, you don't even know what they're talking about. They want clean exotics with no tail, just with tight skin. But like what Khan posted the other day, he wants his clean exotic with tail. So it's weird. Well, very subjective. But with us, with me, I just like a smaller bully, a smaller pocket, but still a bully with a shorter mug.
Well, let's back up just a second. For the people who are listening to the show that don't know what an exotic is, or an American Bully is, if you're listening to the show, you don't know what an American Bully is, start at episode 1 and then I'll meet you back here, and you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. For the people listening to the show that don't know what an exotic is, explain to people what an exotic. What do you call an exotic bully, an exotic bulldog? I don't even know what you call it.
Oh yeah, I don't know, bro. Basically, exotic is the look, right? Like it's subjective. Like I said, like what exotic for me might not be exotic for you. It might not be exotic for the third guy, you know, like shit. So it's very subjective. So they base their look from Miyagi, from the old Miyagi look, but right now they're using like the sloppy bulldogs, you know. So
but similar, the type of dog though is similar to what, like similar to a smaller bully, similar to a little bit bigger shorty bull.
Yeah, it's just somewhere in between, man.
Yeah, a mini English bulldog, somewhere in between a mini English, a shorty bull, and a shorter American bully.
Yeah, man.
It is a unique look, you know, and the term exotic literally means unique.
Yeah.
So it is a unique look. It is something that has its own look. It has about 4 or 5 looks, but so does the American Bully. So does the American Pit Bull Terrier. You know, the variety of looks and types in the breed exotic, that doesn't worry me as much as people actually breeding for deformities. Like that's what's always bothered me from the beginning. So what you guys are saying with the quote unquote clean exotics, you won't be breeding for these deformities, or what? Define that. What
because
to you for Rock Solid Bullies, what would be a good example of a clean exotic?
Oh, because with me, I already bred to the top exotics, bro. I bred to everybody already, like Devil Spit, Kratos, Joker Swallow, Locolado, and what else? Babe. I already bred to everybody, you know. So it still depends, like, because me coming from the show world, shit. Even if I breed to them, I still end up with a clean one. I don't go. I just my end product is still like a bully, like a smaller bully, you know. So it's not
right.
I have produced, because I've already bred a lot, so I have produced some shitty ones, but you know, well, some weak ass rears, some short tails, you know. But through the years, we already improved it. Right now, I got a complete dogs. Right now, I got everything. It's just like a smaller bully, bro. Like maybe like 12 to 13. It's smaller than a pocket, but still like a bully with basically the same right now, bro.
Right. So
because most of my dogs right now, they got tails already, and they got nice rears, angulations, nice fronts, nice chest drops, blocky heads, and everything, bro. So I'm just waiting. They're just in the kennels, bro. I'll show them around when it's the right time, because it's like they're like 9 months now, bro.
It's interesting to me because there's been guys like Nolan that has the short bust stuff. He's been doing inbred razor's edge stuff and getting what most people would consider exotics just because of the size, but really they're
bullies.
They're just really small American bullies.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
You know, so like I see the type of dog that you're talking about, but now there's a couple of dogs that you mentioned you bred to I'm not familiar with. What's his name? The Devil Spit. Now I've seen him. I've seen a couple of things off of him. He doesn't really seem to me like he produces a really like a deformed dog like a lot of people are chasing after when it comes to these exotic bully. I don't know. Even the exotic bully doesn't seem right to me because it's something different even than a bully.
Yeah, bro, because right now we're in a position that we could market our own shit now, so, you know. But, you know, because I'm a businessman too, bro, so marketability is a big factor, bro. Like you said,
of course.
Even if you fucking inbred edge bloods and like some of the people overseas, they still want the blood that's tied up with Bullseye, Dax, and Miyagi, you know. So even if your dog is like got dwarf fisting, but still got the edge blood, they ain't gonna buy that shit. They still want the paper, you know. They still want it tied up with the big names, bro, you know. So what I'm doing right now, I got the pedigree, but my product is like more solid right now, bro, you know. So it's like cleaner, it's like 12, 13 inches, but you know, still clean, still correct, still, they can still move, they're functional, and they got the wow factor, bro. Like I said, like with my boy Catboy right now, Jim Apple was here like during the Super Bowl, you know. I got something that when I take it in an ABKC show, y'all won't get turned off and shit. Like you're gonna say like, what the fuck is that shit, you know? So I have something right now like, oh, that's a nice dog, you know. It might not be in the standards of the ABKC, but when I bring it over there, you know, you won't get disgusted and shit, you know. That's what kind of these exotics I got right now, bro.
And hey, I've read the exotic standard for 2 different registries. From what I understand, they actually don't want exotics to look like American bullies. So where are you going to be? Are you going to be showing these
I don't know, bro.
clean exotics and where?
Hey, bro, if it has wow factor, it doesn't matter, bro. You know, I already did it with Skittles, bro. When I brought Skittles in California, everybody wanted her. You know, Ed Shepherd liked her. When I went to Jersey, like the Garden State boys liked her too. So fucking, as I was saying, if Skittles was a male that time, I'm fucking rich right now, you know. But it happened.
Right.
You know, so you know, I already experienced that shit. So I know what route to take, man. Like to get the respect and to get the respect of people. It's all about respect, you know. And then it's all about like, it's making nice dogs, you know, because making pretty dogs. I'm not on the side of the ugly dogs, like the freaky-ish dogs, you know. I'm still making pretty dogs, bro, but smaller. It's like what do you call it? It's like a designer dog, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the best term for them.
Yeah,
it's a designer. It's a designer.
It's weird.
It's
I don't want to say clean exotic too. Just keep saying clean exotic. I'm saying like fucking micro dog or a micro bull or something. You know, like what's his name? Joseph Ward with like the American.
Yeah, he's got the mini bulls.
Yeah, it's something like that, bro. We're on the same route, you know, actually. So you know, with him, he doesn't want to call his dogs as an exotic. He wants it like the micro bulls, you know, so something like that.
Right.
Because I was thinking too, I won't have a platform because ABKC won't take my shit, and like fucking, but like I said, I already been there. So if a nice dog, they're gonna appreciate it, man.
Right. This is something I say all the time. I mean, obviously, I'm a judge. Obviously, I have champions, grand champions, produced champions, grand champions. You know, obviously the show ring's an important thing, but if the dog is good enough, it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. If the dog is a total package, wow factor, traffic stopping motherfucker, pretty, you have to have everything. You can't just be freaky and ugly. You can't just be pretty and not freaky. You can't be you know, black brindle and have everything else. That doesn't matter. You got to have a
combination,
everything.
yeah.
Which, you know, the first dog I ever bought was brindle. I have a brindle shorty bull right now. If I'm going to market my next stud, it's not going to be brindle. It's just not.
Oh yeah.
It's just not. Nobody wants that shit. 4 people in the middle of Kentucky want brindle. That's it. That's the only people. 4 people, and they're probably in Kentucky. That's the only people that want brindle right now.
And they're not gonna pay too. They're not gonna pay. Those 4 are not gonna pay too and shit.
Yeah, and those 4 people that want the brindle are never gonna make a dime off the brindle.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it has to be everything. Has to be everything. Has to be pretty. Has to be freaky. Has to have the traffic stopping ability. Has to be built well. Has to. To me, for an American bully, they're a companion breed, so there has to be a certain amount of the, you know, has to be a certain amount of functionality to them. But at the same time, a companion breed's not supposed to be able to climb trees. You know, if you want one to climb trees, I'm sure you can find one. All I'm saying is that's not in the regular job description. For an exotic, a clean exotic, or whatever the fuck you want, a mini bull, micro bull, little bull, I don't know what you want to call it. But they shouldn't, you know, they're not going to have to climb trees or jump over hurdles or, you know what I mean? That's a designer breed. By putting a designer breed stamp on that shit, you've got a pretty wide range of what kind of functionality it needs to have. It doesn't need to have much. You know, look at a fucking 4-pound Pomeranian. How functional you think that 4-pound diabetic Pomeranian is? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not very functional. But if it can jump up on the couch, you know, that's probably enough function for a designer breed. Just being able to jump up on your couch. So I see a lot of these guys rolling dogs around in wagons that could never jump up on a couch. Never. They can barely stand up on their own 4 legs. That's the shit that I don't like. So if you're saying you're going to put some dogs together that have that look but don't have those deformities, I'm not mad at you. Do what you do. Do what you do.
Yeah, man.
You know, I think a lot, you know, most people just have a problem seeing the dogs that need to be carted around, that can't walk, that are clearly in pain, elbow dysplasia. You know, I don't know. I'm not judging anybody. I don't really give a fuck what people do. But for me, like my style, my taste, I at least got to have something that could jump up on the couch. My fucking shorty bull is 13 inches tall. He can still jump up on the couch. Big, wide front end like a bulldog. He can still jump up on the couch.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, what happened with the market of the shorty bull? Are they still hot right now? What's up with the shorty bulls right now, bro?
Yo, you know, honestly, I never really got into breeding shorty bulls. I just have the one male, Clutch Town. I've studied them out a few times or whatever, but I never really had a female, never had litters. But from what I see people sending shorty bulls to Belgium, to Denmark, to the UK, Canada. I see people selling shorty bulls $3,500, $4,500, $5,500. Like, if you have good dogs, the market's there. What I also see is people selling $500 stud fees and $800 puppies. So if you want a bargain shop, that option's open also, you know? It just depends on what level of shorty bull you want. If you want the good shit, you're going to have to pay for it, but there's good shit out here for sure. And it carries value.
Where's their platform now, bro? What registry are they showing on there?
Mostly the major numbers are in the BBC, but the BBC doesn't have shows maybe once a year.
Yeah.
Once every 2 years. So right now, the biggest platform is ABKC.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking with James Apple like a couple years back. Like he said, like that's gonna be the next big thing. By now, it's supposed to be booming, you know. But you know, I don't know what happened, you know, because maybe in some.
Well,
I don't know.
I just think they're a little more difficult of a breed than well, American Bully is a difficult breed too, in my opinion. That's not an easy breed, especially with the growing stages. I think American Bullies changed the most from a puppy to an adult of any breed I've ever seen. Shorty bulls are right there in that same category because by about 6 months, with most breeds, you kind of see what you got coming. With a shorty bull at 6 months, you don't have no fucking idea. They change so much between 6 months and a year, and then even more between a year and 2 years. Similar to an American Bully, man. I'm telling you, from 4 months to 8 months on an American Bully, if you see a dog for the first time in that time span, you probably don't have any idea what it's going to look like as an adult. Honestly, you probably don't know till 12 months, 14 months. You know, it's the same way for shorty bulls. Same way. It's a hard breed to be patient with, same as the American Bully. And there's been a big color controversy with the shorty bulls. They're not allowing tri, they're not allowing foundation breedings anymore. They weren't allowing blue, but now there's blue in there. I've even seen a couple sable.
What about chocolates? Yeah, chocolates right now.
Chocolate, yep, chocolate's big in there. But just no tri, which you know everything right now internationally is tri. Don't whatever breed.
Yeah.
English Bulldog, French Bulldog, Oldie, American Bully, tri. So that maybe held them back from popularity, but I think it's actually held the foundation of the breed together better. I think it's actually allowed them to get more consistent without having all the colored people just dumping bullshit into the breed like most of the other breeds have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because like there was a shipper who dropped off his dog shit like yesterday. And they're saying like, oh, these motherfuckers look like shorty bulls, bro, like chocolate shorty bulls. That's the reason why I asked it, you know, like fucking maybe some of the exotic breeders, that's what they use, bro, to get it smaller, to get the dog smaller and shit. We don't know.
There's no maybe. There's no maybe, Nico. It's not a maybe.
Well, it's a
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
That's the truth.
Because even if you fucking mix a bully and a bulldog, you ain't gonna get that size, bro. So somebody's using the fucking shorty bull, bro. It's the shorty bull and the Frenchie, man.
But I know for a fact. Obviously, I'm not a snitch, so I'll take that shit to my grave. But I know for a fact programs that are built off of shorty bulls.
So the thick shorty bulls.
Yeah, there's in my opinion, this is just a guess, but in my opinion, there's probably 25% of, maybe more, maybe 40% of exotics have shorty bull in them.
Yeah, bro. This is why they got the small heads, bro. That's what I was thinking. They don't have the big heads. It came from the shorty bull, bro. Because the fucking Frenchie's got bigger heads.
Well, Frenchie's got smaller bodies and smaller bones, so it makes their head proportion bigger. When you add a shorty bull into an American Bully, you get the head proportion of the shorty bull on that big ass American Bully body. The bone, the shoulders, the rib cage. You know, you get all that big ass American Bully girth and then a smaller head. So, but I agree. I think that's why the head proportion's different. It's not right in a lot of these exotics. Obviously we're not going to say any names, but there's like famous lines, famous like money-making lines that have to Photoshop every fucking picture because the head's so small, it looks like a little peanut on these dogs.
Yeah, bro. So it's hard.
But
it's hard to Photoshop.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard to Photoshop though if you don't have the fucking structure though. You know, the picture gonna look stretched and shit. You know, so.
Yep.
If you don't have the product, even if you Photoshop, it's still gonna get ugly. You know. So at least you gotta look similar than the original product. You know.
Well, I mean, you know, let's talk about that. Photoshopping, dude. Like, how many people in the Philippines? And the only reason I keep bringing up the Philippines because you're like a direct line to the pulse of the Philippines. And the Philippines is a big market and a big part of our population as far as the bull breed community goes. So, but how many people do you personally know in the Philippines that have been sold a dream off of
shit, every day, bro. You see it every day. When they get there, like they post it and you know they're just gonna swallow their pride, like, oh shit, I got scammed, you know. Like that's the exact term, bro. They sold them dreams, you know.
sold them a dream, man. So, sent them a Photoshop picture and told them how much money that dog was making, and they sold them first pick for $10,000, $12,000.
Not even.
And
Some paid more, bro, and they got fucking cats and shit instead of bullies. And like shit, they just gotta swallow their pride. Like, I got scammed.
It's crazy, but I mean that's real shit. That happens. I've talked to multiple people from Thailand, Philippines, and Indonesia. Guam too. Guam's right there in the area too. Like, I don't know what it is, but just like you said earlier, it seems like people are just dumping their bullshit off
dumping ground, you know, because they can't sell it in the state. They gotta sell it overseas and shit, you know. You know what's crazy right now? There's a lot of because shipping was made easier now, bro. That's the thing too. It's so much easier to ship dogs out now than before. That's why it's like I said, if they find out how to fucking send semen there and fucking do surgical AIs there, it's fucking game over, bro. Fucking they just gonna buy semen from here and it's done, bro. They ain't gonna buy puppies from us no more, bro.
So what changed with the shipping puppies? What changed there to make it easier?
Because there are shippers in California who made it easier right now. They figured out how to do it. Before, only 2-3 people can do it. That's why it's expensive. And before, we just sell our own shit. What happened right now, the fucking shippers, they buy dogs and they resell over there, you know. They're like the agents. That's why there's no control now. They just fucking ship whatever, you know.
Right.
So that's the thing.
And that's almost like a broker.
It's
like
broker and shipper, you know. So quick buck, fuck it, you know. So fucking everybody, like the Hmongs, the Latinos, the dogs that didn't turn out, fucking they just gonna send everybody there, you know. So fuck it, man. And it affected because I got dogs there too. It affected the local market too, you know. The local market affected the fucking breeders here too, you know. Because they ain't gonna buy puppies no more. They're gonna buy adults that didn't turn out. And they think they're gonna get hitters spending $5 grand, $8 grand. Like I'll keep them telling them, fucking nobody in the right mind gonna sell hitters for $5, $8 grand, you know. Shit. Real hitters be sold for $100,000s, you know. Because that shit gonna make money.
Right.
Fucking who will sell fucking $7 grand, $8 grand dogs, you know? Fucking dogs that Class B dogs that didn't turn out. That didn't make it to the cut, you know, to be the top dog. That's the thing too, you know.
Yeah, I think something similar like that's going on in Australia right now too. The thing that's saving Australia from all the overflow.
Oh, because it's so hard, bro. It's so hard to ship dogs there, bro.
It's so hard to ship dogs into Australia. I think that's actually saving them.
That's why one breeder there's lucky, bro. He ain't got no competition, bro. He's the one who bought dogs first. Was it Urban Bullies? Yeah. So that's why he manipulated the market, man. You know, because it's hard, man.
And they're
selling puppies for bro 12 grand.
Holding that price way up here. They're all
it's so hard, bro. You know, like they're selling old dogs for fucking, you know.
A lot of money, real money.
It's so hard to ship there, bro. Like I experienced it firsthand, bro. Like so hard, man. Like I'll keep back and forth.
It's like 10 months.
But you know, I got denied too, though. I didn't pass the titer test, so I gotta keep coming back in USDA and the vet, bro. It's a lot of work, bro. And ended up we gotta settle, bro. You know, it ended up I gave him another exotic, and it took it to Thailand.
Here you go. Here's a free tip, free knowledge bomb for every motherfucker listening right now. When you have a titer test on a dog, do 2 rabies shots. 1 rabies shot the first week, the next week, 7 days later, give them a second rabies shot. You'll never fail a titer test.
So
that's free knowledge.
So again, first week, 2 shots?
Nah. So when you go in for like if you were going to go in for a rabies shot, you give them that shot, and then you got to wait 30 days to do the titer test to send the blood out. 7 days after you do that first rabies shot, 7 days later, do another rabies shot. So then when you pull the blood, the titer will be plenty high. You won't have to worry about the level.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's good, man.
Free. Hey, don't ever say I didn't give you shit. Happy Valentine's Day, you beautiful motherfuckers. That's free knowledge for everybody. I think that's where we're going to end it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Thank you, man.
I got a Valentine's Day dinner waiting for me.
Yeah, bro.
Little extracurricular activities on the menu as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! You gotta get something. Hey, shout out hat, bro. Got a Grand Champion Rocco hat in the house right now, bro. Shout out to Kanguyen. You know, but man, like, hey, we had dinner last night with the ABKC people, bro. You know, so like, I was just listening to their conversation and shit. Like, fuck, ABKC is booming right now, bro. Like, I was with Viviana and like Roberto and like Khan and Sam and James, and I was just listening. Like, what the fuck? I'm in the wrong crowd, bro. I gotta go back to these motherfuckers now and shit.
Bro, I'm about to go to Thailand, Canada, Scotland, Australia, Italy, Ireland. That's all on the schedule for this year. We're only in fucking February, my friend.
Yeah, bro. So it's booming, man.
It's booming.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
It's booming.
Hey, bro. Thank you guys for what you do, bro. Like, that's good for the breed, man.
Hey, listen. I appreciate you trying to push quality dogs to these people that can't trust motherfuckers over here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I know you've been doing a lot, looking out for people and getting people set up with the right people. Man, that means a lot. That means that if you recommend me to someone, they know that they can, and you have already, and I appreciate that. But it's important for people overseas to understand there are people that you can trust here. There are people you can get quality dogs from here, and you don't have to worry about getting sold a pipe dream and sent a little. So I appreciate the shout outs and the love too, man. I appreciate all that, Nico. What a crazy Valentine's Day it has been. Everybody right now that's sitting at home with their Valentines watching this shit, thank you. I love your fucking faces. Shout out to Nico Mirada. I've been saying Miranda. I've been saying Nico Miranda for like 6 years. So shout out to Nico Mirada, Rock Solid Bullies, Super Skittles, Catman. If you don't know the man, look him up. I promise you won't be able to miss him. I think his profile picture is a picture with him and Skittles and Ed Shepherd, I think. Shout out to Nico. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that listens. If you want to see more episodes of the Bull in the China Shop podcast, here's where you go. Social media, Bull in the China Shop TV on Facebook, Bull in the China Shop TV on Instagram, Bull in the China Shop TV on YouTube, Bull in the China Shop on Snapchat, Bull China Shop Ty on Twitter. If you want to see older videos of the podcast, subscribe to youtube.com/Bull in the China Shop TV. For all you iTunes listeners out there, leave a rating. Hit that 5-star rating. Leave a comment. That lets Apple know people are actually listening to this shit. If you're not subscribed on iTunes yet, go to iTunes, type in Bull in the China Shop podcast. I'm the only motherfucker that has Bull in the China Shop podcast on there. So 107,000 downloads on iTunes. 107,000 podcast downloads. Holy shit, people. 200,000 likes on Facebook. Holy shit, people. 500,000 views on Bull in the China Shop TV's YouTube channel. Holy fucking shit, people. I appreciate the support. I love your fucking faces. Episode 85, Bull in the China Shop podcast. I'm done sweating for the night. Valentine's Day activities got me all nervous. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.